Hey you, it's Elle here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some products that just didn't work out for me. And you've seen these videos before. There's always the disclaimer that just because it didn't work out for me doesn't mean that it's an awful product, and it doesn't mean that it won't be a holy grail or amazing for you. People tend to get really offended if I don't like something that they do that's their favorite. It's like I call their baby ugly or something, and we know that's not the case. So they didn't work out for me. And the second thing is, when I don't like a product, people feel the need to give me suggestions on it. As in, well, did you try it like this? Well, did you let the mascara dry out? It does better then. Y'all, I treat makeup products when reviewing them like a bad relationship. You know what I'm talking about? Where you should have let the product or the relationship go, but you keep trying to make it work, and you try all these things, different possibilities, different methods, and it just doesn't work out. So thank you for your suggestions, but I don't need them. When I try something, I'm so thorough on it. And another thing, when it comes to dating, you know how your friends are like, oh, you've got to try this, you've got to meet him. He is, you know, everybody loves him, everybody thinks it would be a perfect matchup for you, and you try it, you step out of your comfort zone. You know it's not going to work, but you're like, okay, I'm going to listen to my friends. You do it anyway, and then that's how you end up with fluorescent orange mascara, and you know that's not going to work out for you. So the products that I'm going to share today just weren't magic for me. And speaking of magic, that brings me to my first item, the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. Charlotte Tilbury is a UK makeup artist. If you haven't heard of her before, she's now in the US, and her packaging for her products, her makeup line, is amazing. She also has skincare, and that's where this magic cream comes in. So you have the beautiful rose gold. It looks almost like a jewel or a diamond, and it looks beautiful on your vanity. But this was $95 y'all, and it's not magic, not in the slightest. It is supposed to treat and transform and moisturize, and I will say it's a very light moisturizer. So the magic part could be that it could work on, you know, pretty much anybody, and you could sleep in it, you could put it on under makeup, you could add foundation to it to make a tinted moisturizer, you could turn it into a luminizer. But you can do that with pretty much any moisturizer, so I don't see the magic part of it. And this is one of those things, well, I could use it on other people, on clients if I was doing makeup for different skin types. But this is in a tub and not a tube, so it's not that sanitary. So I will be using this until every last little magical drop is up. Another item in my skincare section of this would be the Jergens Natural Glow Instant Sun. I've tried this in light, and this is the deep bronze. And this is supposed to be, or at least I picked it up to see if it was a comparable version of the Saint Tropez. And it dries in 60 seconds. It's a mousse, but it's not. It does do a deep bronze, as in an orangey bronze, not a beautiful bronze that I was hoping for. And one of my friends loves this, and she will be getting this, but for me it just was not that great. The cap leaks, so you have product that gets here, gets on the bottom. It's hard to build upon. A lot of times with those sunless tanners, you can build on them and intensify your color. This just got more orange and orange the more I went on, so I didn't like this. The Garnier BB Miracle Skin Perfector Daily Eye Roller. I love their BB cream, but this, you just didn't get a lot of product, and it was really hard to work with. So I got like maybe a month's use out of this, and it worked fine. I wouldn't purchase it again because of the packaging. MAC Studio Sculpt Foundation. I love this foundation, and I've purchased it twice. The first time, within like a month or so, it completely separated. No matter what I tried to, you know, store it, however, what position, to see if maybe that affected it. I tried cutting it open and moving it to a different container to try to mix it together. It was a disaster. So I said, well, maybe I got a bad tube. So I bought another one, and this within 3 months separated. So I won't be using it again. Glam Glow. Yes, this is the Thirsty Mask. When you think thirsty, you're thinking you're going to be hydrated by putting this mask on. And since the Glam Glow is so popular for the oily skin, I was like, well, I have to give this a try, and this is $20. Now normally I have not, I will admit, tried the Glam Glow, the regular one for oily skin, because I don't have oily skin, and anytime I do, I will make up my own batch using different clays and things, and it works perfectly. And in fact, I will make it for my friends, kind of tweak the ratios a bit, and they love it. So I haven't seen a need to purchase the thing that's like $78. But this was $20 and it smells amazing. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in there. But it doesn't work that well. I don't feel that it was that moisturizing. I think it was okay, but it wasn't. I mean, if you're advertising yourself as a thirsty mud hydrating treatment, I want my skin to just be like, just so glowy and hydrated, when I can go to Walmart and get the 99-cent coconut mask that works so much better than this. Let's talk about some tools. This is an eyelash curler from e.l.f. and you'll see it's very, very small. And this I got for whenever I put eyelashes on the outer edge, false eyelashes, or for people that have really small eyes, like my youngest sister, she has really small eyes. But this is a case where the bars on the side are just too restricting. You would need to use an individual eyelash curler like one from Japanese. And this was only $1, but I did not like it at all, so I kept it to show you guys. It was awful. Now, I totally understand you're going to get what you pay for when it comes to cheap brushes. Some of them are going to be okay and some of them are just horrible. Well, a big thing, like I said before, with the dating where people suggest, oh, you've got to try this, you've got to do this. Everybody was talking about these cheap brushes you could get on Amazon and on eBay, and I tried them both. The Amazon ones were okay. They kind of look like Sigma. These are the Jessup that I got from eBay, and y'all, it's not supposed to be slanted like that. It is just awful quality. No good. It wouldn't be a video if I didn't throw something. I'm a sucker for nail polish. One day I will show you the collection over here, the hundreds of them, but that's embarrassing and I need to organize it better. But anyway, I'm a sucker for any sort of peachy pink nail polish. That's why I was drawn to this Trout Pout by Butter London. It's a beautiful color, but it chips so quickly for me. I'm talking about between 1 and 3 hours, even on my toes, y'all. And y'all know how it is on your toes. It stays on forever. And I've tried different combinations with this. Like I said, I tried out everything you can think of to get this to work, and I just had to let it go. It would do like these big old like chocolate chunk of chips, not just like a little flake off. It's awful. I don't get it, and I don't know if it's because it's just this batch or if it's just this shade. If you have tried Butter London polishes and they're amazing, let me know. But I do love the packaging on these. I think they're cute and I love this shade, but this one, I've got 12 others that are similar that I like a lot better. And I tried to grab stuff that wasn't like the usual products that you see people dislike and regret purchasing. I try to be different. So this isn't everything. This is just what I could grab in 5 minutes since I have to go to work in a few. And the first one is Brows Now by Hard Candy. Somebody on Twitter had asked me to compare this to the one from Benefit, and it says it's fibrous, so it is very fibrous, and the brush isn't that bad compared to some brushes. They're just way too big. But I thought you get too much product and you're spending most of your time cleaning the product off to where it just looks ridiculous. It does have a highlighter on there and it creases. I've tried to use it like as a shadow, like tried to repurpose it. So this one is a skip. The Too Faced Bulletproof 24-Hour Shadow Liner and the L'Oreal Infallible Smoke Kiss-A-Me. Maybe. I forget. But anyway, they both have like these big bulbous parts to them, and you can't really use them as liner, even though it says. I'm not into that raccoon look, so I'm not like even though that would be cool, but so I just didn't like them. You can see they're just kind of big. And similar to that would be the Maybelline Master Smoky Eye Studio, and this is just kind of the same thing, but I didn't like the consistency of it, and it just ended up coming off my lids. And I have dry skin, as I said before, so stuff just stays on me. It's like shh, but this didn't. Some liquid liners that I did not like. You have e.l.f. and Wet n Wild. I had heard from a lot of people to try these, and I think it's just they're a little too, it might just be user error, but they're a little too wobbly for me. You know, I can make it work, and I really don't like shiny liners, liquid liners, if that makes sense. I usually will go over them with a black shadow, but sometimes you're just not in the mood. But yeah, I don't know. And then this one from CoverGirl, it ended up just drying up too quickly and looking really patchy, and it would wear off very quickly, but it looks like that. It's a brown, you shake it. But And this is the Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill, the Classico version. And I'd heard everybody's like, oh, you got to try this, you got to try this. And it has the most beautiful, you know, traditional wand, which is going to help with volume. For me, it gives me more length than volume. And I think it's a good mascara. It does better once it dries out, but I don't think it's $30 worth. I think you could get the same results if you go to the drugstore. Lip crayons, I'm just putting these in a general category. A lot of these are not good. I would tell you, after the ones that I've tried for drugstore, I love Neutrogena, I love the Jordana ones, and I love the Revlon ones. So all the rest of them, you're going to get shiny color, and I've tried literally all of them from drugstore. You'll get shiny color, but it doesn't last. I tend to want a lip stain. So if you advertise yourself as a lip stain, that's different than just saying a glossy crayon. But this advertises from Hard Candy is all glossed up, and it's a hydrating lip stain. And this one is really hard to open. It's really glittery. It's not like a cute glitter because it just transfers everywhere. And you know, being a nanny, I have a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old, and the 1-year-old likes to go and mess with my makeup and like wipe it off. And this one, you would think she had been messing with my makeup because there was just glitter everywhere. I don't even know how. I'm not like some wild, crazy eater or drinker, even though I'm in a hand moves kind of motion today. But this, I don't know. And I hate to talk bad about brands, but this, Finally, we're ending this with some palettes. I have too many palettes. I love them, but these did not make the cut for me. It Cosmetics Naturally Pretty. I love a matte palette. I love a neutral palette. And I picked this up because I felt the colors were a little bit different than what we're used to seeing than your traditional browns like in other palettes. But this, the pigmentation on it wasn't that great. And it's hard to get a good matte. I think it's because I've been so spoiled by the Lorac Pro palettes, that one and the Mega Pro. I love the consistency, the butteriness of those shadows and the pigmentation. So this is okay, but I would not have purchased it again. And I've been hesitant to purchase the other ones that they've had out, the other palette that they have in the collection. So from the Balm, I have the Nude 2 palette, and this is one of those that I asked for. I was like, please ask for it as a gift. I need this, I need this. Because it's a neutral palette and because the Balm has the cutest packaging in the world. But this one, within like 2 weeks, the black started to mold up, and I keep my stuff like protective like it's a baby. You know, I'm very gentle with my makeup products. It's not like I had it, you know, outside in the rain, because it's currently raining right now. But yeah, this, and then the next color started flaking off. So I find that I wanted more mattes, and I find that I don't turn to this palette that much. There are a few shades in here that I like, but I will find them in other palettes. So I just don't turn to it that often. I think if you were a beginner and you're not really into the matte shades and you just wanted like something basic to start off with, this one would be, it's cute, you know, it's good to try. The brush, I've got rid of that, it's not good, but, and it has a, you know, decent mirror for traveling. But I just wasn't, I don't know, not as big of a fan as this as I thought I would be. Lorac, speaking of my favorite eyeshadow brand, they released something called the Skinny Nude palette. So they have like the Skinny Nude, the Skinny Navy, and I've seen them on Haute Look, but I got mine for $15 off of the Nordstrom sale. So it looks like this, and you know, it's typical. You've got some mattes, you've got some shimmers, and I thought this would be gorgeous because I have blue eyes, and you know, you want the coppers and things to really pop them out. But it just did not, the consistency of these is going to be closer to those unzipped palettes. If you've ever tried those, the unzipped original, and then they have the gold. I haven't tried the gold, but I've looked at it from afar in Ulta. But anyway, I just didn't like these colors on me. I didn't like the way that they blended together. I don't know, I didn't get it. So that's it. Those are the products that I will not purchase again. I just didn't have good luck with them. They didn't work out for me. They might be amazing for you. And speaking of amazing, I hope your day is amazing. Have a great weekend. Be safe, behave, be well. Be sure to visit the blog because I have currently 5 giveaways going on, including a $100 gift card to Sephora to thank you guys for watching my videos and supporting me over the past 5 years. I cannot believe I've had LCs for 5 years. But anyway, love y'all guys. But anyway, love y'all and talk to you later. Bye.